I've heard you're working on a book about your experiences in front office of pro soccer of all levels. What is the inspiration for this and why are you doing it now?
The inspiration is because I think there's a story to be told. I think people working in sports business and soccer business probably have a good interest in the sense that so much has happened and has grown so much, but even now we're not even truly at the. Everybody says that we're still not even at the true tipping point. Obviously, with the World Cup coming, there's going to be a lot of attention around it. And a lot of books that are written are from the player's perspective, from a coach's perspective, from even owners, high profile owners like a Ted Leonsis or a Mark Cuban, or there's books written about Jerry Jones. But there's very few, if any, written just from people in the trenches, I guess, for lack of a better term, people that just lived it, breathed it, carried it on their backs every day, working all those long hours behind the scenes. We're the ones that do all the nitty gritty stuff that never really gets doesn't make it on the Sports Center, right? Doesn't make it into the best selling list sometimes of things. So I just think it's a great story. It's a story that should be told. There's going to be stories that are left untold because it's more of a business book, but we had a lot of fun along the way and just so many cool experiences with MLS Cups and going to All-Star games and World Cup experiences going overseas. I mean, we were there in 1998 when the U.S. team played in France, and unfortunately, they didn't win any games, and they finished dead last. But we had an amazing experience the whole time. So I think it's because it's just a story to be told. Hopefully, it resonates with some maybe young people trying to get into soccer. Maybe I think there's a lot of people in this sport now. I mean, the truth is, there's so many things that are going so much easier, and it's all the things we were working on way back then are kind of starting to happen now, whether it's investors coming in, whether it's people, just all of a sudden magically, 12, 15, 20,000 people are showing up at games. I'm not saying that those people aren't working just as hard in many ways as maybe it's different, but that all just didn't happen by accident, it just didn't happen. It happened from just a lot of hard work, a lot of dedication, a lot of passion, a lot of hours. So I don't know, it's a story that I feel like needs to be told from a different perspective than I guess that's normally out there. So that's really the motivation behind it. And we got eight applicants. So and the need area, even though social digital media is really super important and we need it, but we need sales more. Candidly. So anyway, that's why that book came out, because it was another story that needed to be told that, hey, everybody trying to get into the industry is looking in the wrong places, or they want to be the GM or the president right away. The truth is, you probably got to start from the bottom, and you got to start entry level, and you got to get in and get experience. And in many ways, ticket sales was the way to do that. So that's why I wrote that book. And even though I don't even know how many years old now, it's still so relatable today, and it's still very relevant.